think we're ready. Airheads, how you doing, guys? Glad to be back. Sorry it's been a while. Some heavy stuff in the family, but now I got some free time, and I'm back at work, and I'm back at the channel, and I'm back at home. The family stuff's put to bed, so we'll get into that, won't dwell. But it's glad to be back, because now that I'm back, I'm riding again. Out here in Southern California, the weather's starting to cool. Days are a little hot, but the nights are gorgeous. The mornings are fantastic, and you know, you just can't pass it. This is what we live for. But been posting some you know, how-to videos, a little maintenance videos. Excuse me, man, I'm talking too fast. But I briefly told you about my new motorcycle I got about last month. So I got a 2014 R1200GS that came off a lease. I'm the second owner of this now, and it is a pristine bike. I couldn't have got wrong. Got a fantastic price. I purchased it down at BMW-Motorcycles of Riverside, and fantastic experience, fantastic adventure. They treat you right, they treat you like a king, and I guarantee the rest of my business will be going to BMW Motorcycles of Riverside as long as I live in this area. So enough talking about it. I did a teaser video about when I first got the bike. I was so excited, and I've been taking the past month to tweak some things and to customize it the way I want to. And I'm out for a beautiful night ride. I got a great sunset with perfect lighting. Going to do a walkthrough of the motorcycle, and I mean, you just tell me what you think. Can't go wrong. I'm going to put a disclosure out there. This is not sponsored at all, but if you notice a trend with my bikes, I either go all black or I go all white, and that's another topic of conversation we'll get into in a couple weeks. But enough of me blabbing. Let's just get into it. So I'm going to flip the camera around. I'm on the GoPro. It's just something easy, and I just threw it in my pocket because I wasn't expecting doing this. But man, just a little lens flare from the sunset. This is just perfect. So here we go. 2014 R1200GS came off a lease, but 28,000 miles on it, and it is a fantastic bike. I'm gonna walk around slowly, get that lens flare, but I absolutely am falling in love with this bike. Compared to my 09 R1200 RTP, you know, they're right similar. The RTP, of course, it's a police bike, and it's also a fantastic bike, but it's an air-cooled engine. This is a water-cooled engine, and I don't know what they've done between the last generation and this generation, but the amount of power that is on this bike scares the living crap out of me compared to the RTP. I thought the police bike had a lot of power. This thing screams, and I have to be careful because the throttles, one is a fly-by-wire and the other one is a cable, so it's something to get used to. Sometimes I jump it a little bit, and I gotta remember, hey, it's electronic throttle, get comfy with it. So you know why it's my favorite color when it comes to bikes, because you know what, they see you, they notice you, and how can you go wrong with that? Because you know, safety's sexy, as I always tell everybody that makes fun of me. But you know, that's just, it's a mean looking bike. It's great. The plan for this is adventures, and you know, hell, it's an adventure bike. So in about a month, I'll be taking the first adventure. We'll be going to Tri-States, the Bullhead, Laughlin, Havasu, maybe Kingman. I'm going to take a week and just go ride with some family, and we're going to go. I'm going to take this along the way with me. Hopefully we can, I'll make some videos, post some things for you guys. If you noticed that I have the top case on the bike because, let's face it, I just need bags. I got to have something to throw all my junk in. I have the side bags. This is the Vario, or how do you pronounce it? V-A-R-I-O system. It's not the aluminum on the GSAs, but I like it. And so I took the side bags off only because in California it's legal for us to split lanes, and the side bags they protrude out a lot. And I know you can expand and collapse them, and I'll get into that on a later video, but I just took them off so it's just easier to ride. Plus, you know, heaven forbids I were to dump the bike, they're like $900 each side. I don't feel like replacing it, so I just left the back one on. I debated about taking the back top case off for this video, but man, I got all my registration, I got, you know, just backup things in case something were to happen. I'm just prepared, so it is what it is. But man, I think I'm in love with this bike. I'm not to say the RT bikes are amazing for long haul on the highways, but this is going to be able to take me places, you know, side roads, country roads, highways, freeways, toll roads, dirt roads, fire roads that I normally wouldn't take the RT on. And so I'm hoping to get it some adventures, some great videos. We're going to do some moto camping. If I get the courage, I might even take a month off work and do the Trans-American Trail. But that's probably a few years out the line. So, you know, enough of me walking around the bike. It's just great light with the sunset. I can't go wrong with it. But, I mean, let's get into it. Let me jump on this, straddle it here. As you can see, I have my phone holder, and I have previous video posted about the phone mounts that you can put on motorcycles. Man, these metal phone mounts for the iPhone, they fit the new iPhones coming out that Apple just announced this past week. The Androids, man, these things are awesome, and they don't break. I've gone through probably 5 or 6 different phone mounts before I found these metal ones. Man, you just can't go wrong. It's fantastic. A little bit difference between the RT. The RT's got more of an all-in-one dash, some more like a dashboard or speakers. The mirrors are incorporated in the dash fairing. This is a Venture, so it reminds me more of a, I'm gonna lean back, like a dirt bike. And you know, there's some things I wish they had on it that would compare to the RT. For instance, you know, I'm in love when I hit the button I can raise and lower the windshield for what I need. He doesn't have it. It's a manual crank by this guy. And other than that, you know, the mirrors takes a little bit of getting used to, being up in sides, but it gives you more visibility, so I can't complain about that. But in my 09, I have the paddle style for the turn signals, you know, the left and the right, you hold it down for hazards. The new generation bikes has everything on the left hand, and that's what everything is going to, is these here. So it doesn't really matter what bike you get, because it's all now this configuration. One thing I do love more than anything is cruise control. My RTP 09 has a torque on the throttle, which is like the old man cruise control. So, you know, it is what it is. But here, enough yakking. Let's just turn this thing on. And man, it's just absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna come in a little bit. So as always, you have the brake and analog system that flash until you get rolling. It's just kind of until it does the system checks. This is the Navigator 5, Navigator 5, and Navigator 6. We'll work on these. They just threw in the 5 for me because they had it. It integrates into the bike. So if I use the joystick, I call it joystick or jog controller, I can go back and basically all of the parameters of the motorcycle are shown on a screen. I can scroll through it here, but I mean, at first glance, everything's tied in. And so the phone ties into the GPS for the smart GPS Garmin setup, and that gives me the traffic and weather and everything, and then I can do phone calls through the helmet and all that fun stuff. So man, I'll go over the controls real quick. You know, the cruise control, hazards, trip. button takes care of the top line on the display. The info button takes care of the stuff on the bottom line of display. And there's a whole menu system you can go into of configuration, custom configuration. It's extensive. I found that I just left it at factory because I can jog dial over to the screen into GPS and it shows me everything. Of course, you can turn off your anti-lock brakes. You can change the suspension to like soft, normal, and hard. You can also in here change if you have a single rider or dual rider or single rider luggage or dual rider with luggage. There's all this suspension control in here, and it works a dream. I wish my RTP has it. It's just the old generation. It doesn't. It has automatic suspension control, but this suspension control that BMW has put in this bike is absolutely amazing. I can go down a bumpy road and kick it over to soft, and it's like riding the Cadillac. Or if it gets too soft and I want to feel the road, just, you know, to get my bearings on it, if it's slippery or a little, you know, gravelly or something, I can kick it over to normal and I can really feel what's going on through the handlebars. Then you have your turn signal, and then your horns down here, and then at the very back, and let me see if the camera can get this. This is your bright switch, so you can flash or you can look forward for high beams. So yeah, you can't do it, talk it. Cruise control. Here's the jog dial, up, down, left, right. It'll change what functions happens on the bike. And if I needed to select things, I can go up and down. It's just, what a remarkable tool. I didn't think I was going to like it, but it is absolutely fantastic when it comes to trying to display information and keeping your hands on the handlebars so you can ride and pay attention. It's absolutely fantastic. Over to the right side, you have your heated grips, and then you have your mode button for road, dynamic, enduro, rain. Depending on your road surfaces, the bike will of course change its suspension and controlling and throttling for the type of environment you're in. There's also an Enduro Pro. There's a chip underneath the seat you can plug in to kick into a different mode, and that's like, man, I'm just hot and I'm just want to trick out and I just want to, you know, lock the front wheel and not the back wheel, and it does all this weird stuff. Basically, there's no computer controlling your safety. You just go at it. And then of course you have your start stop. So I mean, you really can't go wrong. This was such a great deal with the amount of mileage on here and with the price that they are asking. I couldn't pass it up. And you know, I have 3 motorcycles right now. That's a problem for me. Maybe it's a bad habit. Maybe it's a problem I have, but I'm absolutely loving life right now. And we're gonna be making some changes on that front. But this is still my secondary bike. I love riding my RTP. It's such a great bike, but it's the old generation, and now I kind of wish I had the new generation. So, you know, maybe for things to come when the channel grows. So oh, I got the lights on now because I got the ignition turned on, but man, this is kind of mean looking. I mean, I'm sorry, it's great. I absolutely love it. So look for some exciting videos. This brings a whole nother range of videos for me to do. I'm going to start going some long rides. I'm going to start getting into some series. You know, I'm doing this for me, but I'm also taking you guys along the way because you guys are showing me the love, and it's just, man, you guys are giving me the excitement and the encouragement to keep going. And so I'm going to keep going and just share what I'm doing with you and hope you enjoy it. That's all I can ask for. Man, I've been rambling for like 15 minutes to count on the camera saying. Maybe I'm just excited. Maybe I'm just excited to be back home. And I mean, I don't think the camera is going to pick this up well enough, but man, it's been such a great evening. It's cooling off. You can't go wrong. And yeah. Anyway, enough rambling. I'm gonna turn the camera back around, point it at me. I hate doing that because I don't know how it looks, but it is what it is. Anyway, so that's a quick walk around. It's kind of simple, stupid on some things, but I hope you enjoy it. Look for some adventures. Look for some more rides with me on this bike. We're doing some maintenance series on it. Rides. I keep saying rides, but you know, I'm just happy, and I'm happy you guys are happy because I can see the support you guys are giving me. As always, I'm still trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I'm right now at 260. So if you like the video, like it, subscribe, share it with your friends, share it with your family. If you have questions, comment. I'll get back to you as fast as I can. If it's something more complicated, it's easier to create a video. I'll create a video for you. I've done it for 1 subscriber already. I'm willing to do it for more. But yeah. 20 minutes of talking, I got dry mouth. Good thing I don't do this for a living. All right, Airheads, it was been great talking with you. I'm gonna go right home before it gets too dark, and man, just stay safe. Pass it around. 1,000 subscribers, that's my goal, and you guys can help me get there. I appreciate it. All right, that's enough of me gambling. Maybe the sunset comes back in here to play. Maybe not. Yeah, it looks okay in the GoPro. We'll see what happens on the computer. All right.